What's up, fight fans? You're watching Octagon Control MMA. I'm Dan. Today we're going to be talking about Chase Hooper versus Peter Barrett. Now, just a quick disclaimer, both my videos I made yesterday, those fights have now been cancelled, so that's not ideal, but we're moving on through the rest of the week, and I'm hoping everything will carry on as normal, but the way it's been recently, I'm not holding my breath. Okay, so we've got Chase Hooper. He's 9-1-1 against Peter Barrett, 11-4. Hooper's coming in at a 1-4, minus 400. Barrett's coming in at a 3-1, plus 300. Right, so we'll start off talking about Chase Hooper. Right, as I'm sure people are aware, Chase Hooper looks like Ben Askren. Fights a bit like Ben Askren in the sense that he's not that great on the feet. But I don't think he's as bad as Ben Askren is on the feet, to be fair. His last fight was against Alex Calaseres, and I think this was a massive step up from the competition he's used to. I mean, he's 21, he was only 20 back in that fight. He's a very young fighter. I mean, 9-1-1, that's a lot of fights. That's 11 professional fights before he was 21, which is quite impressive. But against Calaseres, he doesn't look comfortable striking, in my opinion. And Calaseres is a very good striker. It's what he does. But Chase Hooper, he just wasn't at that level, I don't think. I mean, trying to think now. He's very long for the division, I guess. 74-inch reach for featherweight's quite high, and he was trying to use that to his advantage. But it just, nothing really striking-wise that we saw in this fight to suggest that's what he's going to want to be doing. Okay, so in the second round, he pulled guard, and if you pull guard, you know you're getting desperate. But he did look good when he was on the bottom. Very long legs, so good for triangles off the bottom. Help out with the arm bars. I think his submission game is what he's known for, obviously. And he's got a couple of ground and pound TKOs as well. He definitely wants to be on the ground, though, for whoever he's fighting. That brings us on nicely to his previous fight before that. It's against Daniel Timur. Not many people have heard of him, I don't think. He's a Swedish fighter. Featherweight division, quite a short guy, 5'5". Like I said, Chase Hooper, 6'1", 74-inch reach. Very long for the division. And if anyone's seen him, his very long legs as well. He did much better in this fight. Again, he pulled guard in this one, but it seemed much more deliberate and like an actual strategy instead of just pulling guard hoping for the best like it did against Calaseres. And very strange finish in this one, though, which I did like. He had a mounted triangle, but he had a mounted triangle, then went for the ground and pound, which you don't see a massive amount. So that was an interesting finish as well. And relatively short first round TKO. Impressive performance. And I think that probably propelled him a bit too quickly to his Alex Calaseres. Whatever the best thing you could say from him that one is he didn't get stopped. And it went to the decision. Obviously he lost that unanimously. Okay, so next off we'll talk about Peter Barrett. He's only had one UFC fight before he came in off a Contender Series. So his first UFC fight was against Youssef Zalal. Youssef Zalal's had a very good year. He's looked very impressive. I think he's had 3 or 4 fights. He's looked very good in all of them. Okay, first things first. I think it was 20-30 seconds in. Zalal, great spinning back kick to Barrett's jaw. And I thought, right, that was it. I'm going to have to find a few more fights to watch. But no, Barrett recovered very well and somehow managed to hold on for the rest of the fight. Unfortunately, I think that's probably the most positive thing you can say about him in this fight, similar to Hooper against Calaseres. The fact he didn't get finished was the most impressive. He got held down for the whole of round 2. Again, he was defending chokes. Youssef Zalal had his back, got the body triangle, and then Barrett just spent the whole round fighting off chokes. Round 3, bit more the same. It was quite a dominant performance by Zalal, and Barrett didn't have his best day at the races at all. And even his Contender Series win, it was only a decision, and you very rarely see people get contracts off decision wins on the Contender Series. Alright, so I'm just going to do a quick side-by-side of the fighters. I've picked 5 skills, and I'm just going to give one to each of them. So we've got striking, grappling, fight IQ, chin and gas tank. Right, first off I'll give a striking to Barrett, just based on the fact that Hooper's not very clean with his striking. I think Hooper will grow into and become a better striker, but we're not seeing that this year, I don't think. Grappling, obviously massive plus to Chase Hooper. That's what he's known for, that's his game plan. And based on the fact that Peter Barrett couldn't get off the ground with Yusuf Zalal, who's not exactly known for his grappling, it doesn't stand him in good stead against someone like Chase Hooper. Fight IQ, we're going to go for Hooper again. I just think he's got more. He knows what he's good at, he knows what he's bad at, and whether that changes or not is a bit irrelevant at this point. But Barrett seems to want to try everything, probably when he's going for stuff that's not there. And I feel like Hooper, whereas he has struggled at times, he's got a more concise game plan. Okay, chin, I'm gonna give this one to Barrett, just off the basis of that spinning back kick he took off Zalal at the start and managed to recover and finish the fight. So he got 14 minutes after that, so that is impressive in itself. Alright, gas tank for the last one. We're going to give that to Chase Hooper. Again, I've watched 3-round fights from both of them, both where they got quite badly dominated, and Hooper just seemed to be looking better towards the latter stages of the fight for me. I feel like Barrett was going for clinches. He was happy to be on the ground because he didn't have to do too much work. So gas tanks for Hooper. Okay, so that's 3-2 for Hooper on the attributes I've gone for there. They'll have been up on your screen for a bit now, so hopefully we've all seen them. Right, last but not least, my pick for the fight. Quite a boring one. I'm going for Chase Hooper by submission. 1-4 to win, -400. I haven't seen the odds for him to get the stoppage win or a submission win yet, but I'd have thought that stoppage win is going to be around a -200, and if that comes out around that, that's where my money's going to be. Peter Barrett, I don't see him having much chance in this one at all, and I think the odds reflect that. It's 3-1 plus 300. You very rarely see a plus 300 fight to win. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but it's not very often. He's like I say, he's definitely got a striking advantage, and if he can keep it on the feet, then we could be looking at Hooper being in a bit of trouble. But I mean, the way Hooper pulls guard, does the things he does on the feet, on the ground, he's always looking dangerous off his back even. And I just feel like even if Peter Barrett gets a knockdown, he'll get carried away, follow up, and then Hooper will chuck up a triangle or something and finish him there. Right, so that's all I've really got to say on this one. I'm hoping this fight doesn't get cancelled like the last two I've done videos on, but only time will tell. Alright, so you've been watching Octagon Control MMA. I've been Dan. Instagram's on the screen now. Hope everyone has a great day. I'll see you a bit later on with the next prelim fight. Take care.